Hello students, today we start a new chapter, chapter number 2, construction contract. Okay, all of you know about the what is contract. So contract is an agreement between the two parties or two companies or two firms to complete any work within in a time limit with standard specification given by the both the companies. Now here in this chapter we discuss about the different types of the contract. So first we analyze the types of engineering contract. So in this chapter we discuss on a different types of the contract one by one. So this question asked in a examination like analyze the different type of the contract, engineering contract, and explain any one or two in a detail. So first we analyze the types of engineering contract. So first is a item rate contract, second is a percentage rate contract, third one is a lump sum contract, fourth one is a all-in contract or a entire contract, fifth one is a labor contract, sixth one is a material supply contract, seventh one is a piecework agreement, eighth one is a cost plus percentage rate contract, ninth one is a cost plus fixed fee contract, 10th one is a cost plus sliding or fluctuating fee contract, 11th is a target contract, and 12th is a BOT, means build, operate and transfer contract. So all the 12 contract we discuss in a next slide. So one by one we discuss on it. So first we start with the item rate contract. So here in item rate contract, the contractor quotes his rate per unit of each item of the construction. Like in a construction, there are many different types of the work is there. So here, like plaster work, tiles work, brick work, uh, then after RCC work. So all the works are a different works is per unit rate is given by the contractor, and its per unit rate is given by the contractor, and the contract quote his rate per unit of each of item of construction. So a bill of quantity is prepared giving as a accurately as possible the quantity of each item of work to be executed, and contractor and enters the unit rate against each item of work. So the basis of agreement is thus the unit rate of each item, certain reasonable variation in the quantities being accepted by the both the parties, and the rate of the contractor for unit of item include the materials, labor and overhead cost and profit is there. So here in a overhead cost, so there are the different overhead cost, and like if any design is changed or or any construction work is not proper as per specification, so we demolish the old construction and construct a new construction. So these are the different type of the overhead cost is there, and profit. So all these things are covered in a rate of the contract per unit in a item is included, and this form of the contract is very much useful, especially when the quality of the work but not the exact quantity of the item to be executed is previously known. So most of the public works are carried out under this form of the contract. So here some of the advantages and disadvantages of the item rate contract is there. So first advantages is elasticity. So this form of the contract is elastic in nature, and it is possible to make the reasonable variation in the quantity of different item during the progress of the work. So here in a contract, elastic in nature means Item rate is depends on totally depends on a quality. So quality is different quality is there particular item for a particular item. So like uh, good quality, bad quality, average quality. So these qualities are fully explained in a item rate contract. Second is economical. So as the contractor is paid for the actual work carried out the agreed rates, it may prove to be economical and absence of uncertainties. So the contractor is not worried regarding the uncertainties in the pay and specification of the work, as rate is on a unit base, and hence he will not unduly increase his rate for the item. Fourth one is no delay of the work. So the work can be started as soon as the contractor is fixed. It is not necessary to wait until the final plans of the specification of the work are ready. So the detailed drawing can be prepared after the contract is awarded. So since the contract are to be write down their individual rates of each item, it is not easy to form ring during the submission of tender. Now here some of the disadvantages are also there in a item rate contract. So first disadvantage, the owner can not be absolutely sure the total cost of the project that he would incur until the work is completed, and in case of the quantity mentioned in the bill are found to be inaccurate, so the cost of the work vary considerably from the estimated cost. So here this one is one of the biggest disadvantage, because owner cannot sell any like a flat or any row house or bungalow without finalize the final cost of the work. So if the actual cost is increased, the owner may be put into financial difficulties, even leading to the suspension of the work. Second disadvantage is as the quantity may be increased or decreased, a contractor of his nature required careful consideration by the engineer before it entered into, as by wise anticipation or perhaps outside information. A contractor may quote his rate for item that are likely to be required in increased quantity, and low rates for the item likely to be decreased or required in a small quantity, and in that case the department would stand to lose heavily due to unbalanced tender. Now both the owner and the contractor have to do considerable computation and bookkeeping during the progress of the work. So both the parties are required to appoint the staff to record and measure of the work done, and the entire items are often a source of the trouble. So the contractor invariable process for a higher rates than he would have a tender in the beginning, and in most case the owner has to meet his demand. Now here second type of the contract is a percentage rate contract. So here in a percentage rate contract, in this form of the contract, the department draws up the schedule of item according to the description of the item, sanction in the estimated with the quantity, unit and rate and amount shown in, and thus the department fix up the item rate of the tender. So it's called a item rate tender, and the contractor are required often to carry out work at per with rates shown in a bill quantities or a percentage above or below the rate indicate the bill of the quantity of the tender. So the percentage above or below or as per tender contractor is applicable to all the items. Now here some of the advantages and disadvantages in a percentage rate contract. So this type of the contract is convenient as the lowest rate comparative position among the contractor are readily known just on opening of the tender. So as there is no provision to quote their contractors on a rate, for an individual item. There is no possibility of unbalanced tender, and comparatively statement can be prepared quickly, and there is no possibility of tampering with the rates by the contractor in order to the lowest tender, as the contractor are not required to quote their rates for individual item, and the overwriting and erasing rates etc. can be avoided, and tender is not liable to reject due to the above causes. So here some of the disadvantages also there. So in this type of the contract, contractor complete the tender by quoting their percentage rate, and to write down the quantum of the percentage in order to the lowest tenderer. So contractor mostly depend on a guess of the contract quantum of the percentage of their competitor without analyzing the workable rates of the individual item, and thus the uncertain or unworkable rates tender may be lowest one. So the tender can be easily from a ring even up to time of a submission of the tender in order to allot the work to a particular contractor of at a higher rate actual competition. So these lead to drainage of government money. So these are the one of the disadvantages. And now next uh, another type of the contract, lump sum contract, we discuss in next lecture. Thank you.